Hey, Hobby World, Zach and Porter back here. And Porter had a fantastic idea the other day. He wanted to do something that we did more routinely and call it, was it Turn Back the Clock Tuesday?
Yes, Turn Back the Clock Tuesday.
And you want to have us showcase some cards that aren't from the current era. Now, that shouldn't be too hard because you collect new stuff. I don't collect a lot of new stuff. What I thought would be cool is in today's video, showcase some of the cards that I still have from when I was growing up, and then you show off some of the really cool treasures you've been able to pick up in your last few years collecting. So just full disclosure, I was born in 1979, so I really hit my heyday in the junk wax era, or as I like to call it, the best wax era. And I was fortunate enough to be able to buy some cards and get them out of packs at the time. One of them being this bad boy. I've had this one since I was a kid. I was able to buy 3 wax boxes from Waukesha Sport Cards back in the day, and I actually collated the 1989 Score football set by hand, and I still have a ton of doubles, and I've been able to turn those doubles on Trading Card Database into some really cool stuff and helping people get some of the cards that I just absolutely love. If you follow me on Twitter, you also saw the other day
Before you show the next card, I have a question.
Yeah.
What was the word you just said mean, collated?
Oh, collated?
Yeah.
That means I put together. Sometimes I talk about that when we're like pulling packs. And I always say it's really interesting how these are collated because you can see they're sort of the way they're organized when you rip. So when you put it together by hand. Like, it's not a factory set.
Okay, now I get it.
Which, you know what, Porter, you didn't plan this, but it's a great segue. Because I actually have this card from around the same time frame, and I got this out of a set. So I did not hand collate that set. I actually got this as a factory set for my birthday that year and was fortunate enough to have it the entire time. Now, these next 3 cards are oddballs. I still can't find 2 of them on Trading Card Database. The first one is Air Nose 2, a Michael Jordan, kind of a fake card. On the back, it says Air Jordan. And I have not added these to TCDB because I cannot find them. The second one, you can figure out why I like it. It's a White Sox card. Again, it says Air Jordan on the back, and I've had these since I was a kid, and I've always just really, really liked them. They're probably not worth much, but they're worth a lot to me. Now, what's interesting is a lot of you may remember this. Baseball card magazines used to put cards inside them. I know Beau 1 Million Cubs talks about that quite a bit. Again, White Sox, Bulls. Not hard to get me to want to keep this. I've had this one. I actually didn't do too bad on the trimming for being probably a 10-year-old at the time, 10 or 11, but always really, really loved this card. And the last one, before I was able to pick up this Pudge Rookie via trade on Trading Card Database, this was what I considered my Grail card as a kid. It was the oldest Pudge Fist card I got. I'd be lying if I told you I remembered how I got it. I just know that I've had it forever. I maybe got it at a baseball card show at Bolero or something like that, but this one's been with me forever, 1975 tops. Truth be told, until Porter and I started collecting Pudge again, I really didn't get that much into the Boston Red Sox Pudge cards. But then I started, running out of White Sox cards to get during his playing era, so I got that. All right, now we transition to Porter, and what I told him was hopefully some of the cards that he's collating or collecting now, he'll be able to keep, share them with his son or daughter someday, but also maybe some of the cards he's pulling now will have the same kind of effect on him as these had on me. So you have 3 cards you wanted to show, and which is the first?
Okay, so first off, we have 2014 Bowman Chrome First autograph, Dylan Cease. I picked this up at my first ever card show from Beau 1 Million Cubs. He was nice enough to give me this in a one-touch.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And
yes.
Cease is actually pitching tonight. For those of you that follow Beau 1 Million Cubs, he prospected Dylan Cease, and he has more Dylan Cease cards that anyone should humanly possibly have outside of Dylan himself. But it's really, really generous of Beau to, 1, part with a Cubs card, but 2, pass that along to Porter, and he absolutely loves it. Now, this one you got at the same card show, first card show ever, right?
Yes. A guy at a vendor who is selling graded cards was nice enough to give me this for free. 2019 Bowman's Best Franchise Favorites Gem Mint 10 Eloy Jimenez.
Now, what's really cool, here, let me help you a little bit with the glare. What was really cool about Porter's first show, and Beau and I have talked a little bit about this. When I was growing up, dealers weren't the nicest to kids. Now, when there's a polite kid like Mr. Porter here, they are absolutely overly generous. One show that Porter and I went to, some dealers didn't want to take home a bunch of cards and just gave Porter just a random box of, I think it was like 84 Tops, some 92 Fleer Ultra. But this
no, 93, I think. And then we got also 86 Tops, and then I got a box without the packs in it. The inserts were taken out. It was already open. 2021 Tops Gypsy Queen, which I'm starting to kind of build the set, but not really.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to say is, I mean, they really like seeing a young, polite kid in the hobby, not walking around with the Pelican case there because he truly just loves collecting the cards and appreciates them. So that makes me very proud as a dad. Now, this last one, you pulled out of a pack. And I know you really, really like it because at first we really didn't know what it was.
Yes. So, 2019 score printing plate, Traquan Smith. Also, what makes it really special, look at this, 1 of 1.
Now, honestly, Porter had that. He pulled that out of a pack. We didn't know it was a 1-on-1. I had no idea what it was. I just figured it was one of these crazy inserts that we have nowadays that weren't around when I started collecting. And so it was sitting in his box, and then finally we said, wait a minute, this is 1-on-1. I mean, I had a hard time even keeping track of all these darn serial numbers, parallels, and refractors when I first got back into it. So we just, I don't know, we figured that out sort of by accident.
Yeah.
As we've learned from many of the folks in the hobby community, which we greatly appreciate. So that was our first ever Turn Back the Clock Tuesday. Hope you enjoyed a trip back on some of my cards, some of Porter's recent pickups, and we look forward to hopefully entertaining you and posting more videos soon. Thank you for subscribing and watching.
Bye-bye.